I would say what we have here is, and we are overall in 4 locations at the IAA, is a good mix of the here and now, but also the future, and also the far future. So what we see here is, of course, our whole range of current cars that we offer, combustion engine, but a special focus here on the PHEV and the BEV models. What we then have a little bit looking further out are special editions or one-offs, our showcase with Paul Smith, talking about the sustainability of mobility. And then, of course, looking further out towards 2030, the Urbanaut as a new urban mobility concept. We have, at the moment, unfortunately, long waiting times. And we've seen that, especially in focus markets like the UK, like France, like Germany, it's proven to be very successful. Just as to give you a number, every third Mini hatch sold in Europe is a Mini electric. In Germany, every second already. So we have made fast move, and when we talk about how important is it in the total share on a global level, we're already talking about 15 to 20% of the Mini BEV share in the overall portfolio. When the Mini brand started, it was very much about clever use of space. Not a lot of people know about the history of Mini back in '59, how it started as an answer to the Suez and oil crisis at the time. So the thought was really, how do you make mobility sustainable already at the time, even though sustainability was not a word used. So we took the idea of clever use of space and combined that with the positioning of Mini as an urban brand. Most of our customers come from urban, suburban environment. So what we took is the history of Mini, and what we took is a little bit, where are urban spaces, where are cities going, and what could mobility concepts of the future look like. And that was like one input to a wider discussion that we have across the IAA. The pavilion will be very much dedicated to, I would say, 2 things. It's about celebrating the brand, as I hope also our stand here is, Mini being about community, being warm, being welcoming. And the other one is the Paul Smith. So tomorrow also we will have we have Paul Smith gladly with us, and we talk a little bit about the idea of the Mini strip. Yeah, coming from the original cooperation we had with Paul Smith, and the idea there is a color and trim. Now moving much further into sustainability of materials, reducing, etc. And that's what we will showcase in the pavilion. When you just took the last 2 years, a lot has changed. And when you go now, just a little anecdote, but I would say if you now look into urban development, and even in Munich, when you look at new apartments, new buildings, new houses, they all share one common theme, and that is interesting to observe is. They all have they create their own energy, they all have their own wall box, and at most of them, during the course of the last year, they put an electric car. That shows that urban planning, but also customers in an urban environment first move towards electrification very fast. And of course, when we talk about 2030, then a lot of the connectivity and driving assistant features will come into play. But what we have to do, we as car manufacturers, car brands, and also the societies, of course, we have to make the city livable again. And that's why a lot of the things that we also showcase here, like our activities with Urban X, is about not only car and mobility, but what is also the context of mobility in a city to make it, at the end, for all of us, livable.